Well, government watchdogs and lawmakers on both sides of the aisle have said for years that South Carolina needs some major ethics reform.
Well, several high-profile officials have ended up in court and under the microscope recently. And many say that's all the proof they need to show current law simply isn't enough. Our Tara Pettit joins us in the studio now with more.
Janet, with the House taking up several ethics bills this week, Democrats presented two provisions today that they say will hold public officials accountable from now on.
For 20 years we have had monolithic Republican control of this General Assembly, and ethics progress has gone nowhere under their control.
One of the things that was never really looked at was the code of conduct.
Both sides of the aisle agreeing that changes need to be made in ethics laws in South Carolina, but it's yet to be determined if they'll be able to agree on a reform.
We'll certainly continue to fight for an independent investigative body to do the work.
Tuesday, Democrats calling for leaders to be held accountable by panels that they don't select themselves.
We also want to see strong income disclosure,
as well as the sources and amounts of those incomes.
In the recent events that's happened and the pressures that we're seeing in the community, it's time that we have real ethics reforms.
I ain't no damn crook.
Former Senator Rob Ford pled guilty to 4 charges against him, including forgery and misconduct in office.
Misconduct in office, common law.
Former Republican Speaker of the House, Bobby Harrell, convicted of 6 counts of misconduct while in office.
Pat Maley, our Inspector General, just had an uneasy feeling about the public servants in South Carolina.
Which is part of the reason why Governor Haley is pushing ethics reform in 2015. She explained in last week's cabinet meeting that her new code of conduct, which goes into effect July 1st, will create clear guidelines for ethical behavior in every agency.
So what this is going to do is bring in more confidence to the public servants that work in their agencies, because they'll know what's right and they'll know what's wrong. More transparency to those that manage, because we'll be able to monitor exactly what's going on, and it's just good policy.
And Lieutenant Governor Henry McMaster is also facing ethics issues recently. He's accused of taking more than $50,000 in excessive campaign contributions. Governor Haley said Friday that she thinks some public servants in this state might not know what the rules are, and that's why she's pushing new guidelines. A closed hearing on the allegations against McMaster has been set for mid-March. Live in the studio, Tara Pettit, Watch Fox News.